It's kind of weird to say after the launch of a game that we have a big week coming up, but I mean, that's kind of the case here with this week. Within Vanguard and in Warzone, we actually have some stuff that's of pretty big importance you should know about, some content drops, some game changes, so that's what we're going to discuss here today in this video, the week ahead and what you can expect across Vanguard and Warzone. So that said, as we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. Is there anything that sticks out to you that you're really excited for in either of these avenues? Is there anything you're hoping to see happen within this week? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts down below. But if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on the video. Let's aim for 2,000 likes here. You guys have been crushing that recently, so thank you guys so much for the continued support. Truly appreciate it. And if you guys also are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Vanguard, all things Warzone. We got a lot of stuff here in the next couple of weeks, you guys do not want to miss. So if you guys are a part of that, nearly 70% of viewers that are not subscribed, if you'd like to join us on that road to 500,000 subscribers and stay up to date with everything you need to, I'd love to have you in the community. So that said, let's jump right into what you can expect for this upcoming week. So with a busy and packed week here coming up for basically all of Call of Duty, I want to start out with the Vanguard side of things here. For this, we'll end up seeing our first major title update and major update overall in terms of content coming this week, but let's start out with what we actually saw as of today. We got a little bit of a playlist update for Vanguard today that changed some of the things you'll see on rotation and how you can interact with the game. As of today, noticeably, DOS House 24/7 was removed, which is kind of a bummer. That's something that I was really enjoying grinding out, but at the same time, I was also getting a little bit bored here of it because it was just shotgun spam every single game. I knew what I was getting into, but at the same time, I knew what I was getting into. You know what I mean? There's a great way to progress your weapons, but I also knew that I'd get annoyed by what I was going up against often. But in its place with this update, we ended up seeing a couple of game modes added in. We see Bloodshed Blitz, North Africa, Trifecta Mosh Pit, and Champion Hill solos. Now, Bloodshed Blitz is TDM on small maps, but only in the Blitz pacing, so it is going to be higher action modes. That could be definitely a nice little bit of an alteration and way you can still progress your weapons and everything a little bit quicker. North Africa, that's an assortment of matches set in the maps that take place in Northern Africa. Makes sense. Trifecta Mosh Pit is a various number of modes and pacings across DOS House, Hotel Royal, and Gavudu. So DOS House may be gone in the way of you're guaranteed to get it every single match with DOS House 24/7, but you still have a solid opportunity to in this Trifecta Mosh Pit. And then finally again, Champion Hill adding in solos now makes it available across solos, duos, and trios. Now, here's the thing. I don't expect all of these to stay here the entire week, especially because we have a major update coming here very soon. On the front-facing side of things, stuff that's marketed, the biggest of these updates and items of interest comes down to the way of Shipment being added into Vanguard. This coming on the 17th, so this coming Wednesday. This will be the first content edition post-launch here for Vanguard. And to me, there's no way that I don't see them introducing a Shipment 24/7 playlist when this is introduced. It just wouldn't make sense. Have that brand new offering, but then only give you the rare chance that you could queue up with it in regular matchmaking. So I'm expecting that we get another playlist update here as of Wednesday and Thursday as well for Vanguard. So while it's not guaranteed, I'd say that's a probable bet here. Though I will say that I definitely have one hope after Shipment is introduced here, and that hope's that Sledgehammer keeps a small map or mode playlist on offer always. That's one thing that I really did not like about Modern Warfare 2019, but I really give huge props to with Black Ops Cold War, is that those fan favorite playlists, those were always available within Black Ops Cold War. Your Nuketown 24/7, your Face Off 6v6, things like that, but then you had to wait once in a blue moon to end up getting Shipment 24/7 within Modern Warfare 2019. So I'm hoping that once Shipment is added in, there'll be that steady rotation of either DOS House 24/7, Shipment 24/7, a combination of each, like a Shoot the Ship was within Modern Warfare. For the sake of grinders and those that really just want to crush whatever they're working on, that's one of the most efficient ways to do that. So I'm hoping that those fan favorite modes are kept on offer, at least in some regard. Again, you can maybe go on rotation of DOS House 24/7 one week, Shipment 24/7 the next, combination of both the week following, and kind of have that on a cycle, but I just hope that something like that is introduced. Maybe I'm way off the mark, maybe I don't really speak for everybody, but just to have that opportunity, I think would be great. Now, as we talked about as of yesterday's video, that update that's bringing along Shipment is likely going to have a lot of other things included in it. I don't want to go too far in depth with this because we talked about it yesterday. Don't want to bore you again with the same details, but a bunch of bug fixes, perks not working properly, hopeful fixes for packet bursting, the S&D bug that is plaguing the mode right now, and what I would also anticipate is a bunch of fixes for camo challenges and weapon tuning. That stuff is likely going to be coming within this title update as well. A lot of these bigger ticket items in terms of, say, things like weapon tuning, that can't be done with simple playlist updates and hotfixes. You actually need to push a new update out to the game for those base values of things to be adjusted. So that's when I would expect this to be happening. Again, likely coming as of either tomorrow night into Wednesday or Wednesday afternoon, depending on when they decide to release that update itself. There really hasn't been any information just yet on when that'll happen. But that's the stuff for Vanguard, and honestly, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be another fun, action-packed week of a little bit of new stuff, but also continuing that grind towards ranking up your weapon levels, going for atomic, whatever the case may be, whatever you're grinding out. Now, this is where we're going to shift a little bit of focus, because now from here, we're going to talk a little bit about Warzone, because this is actually the first of a couple of different weeks coming up that are going to be pretty big for Warzone. From here on out, we're going to start to see the ramp up for the next chapter of Warzone coming into play. As of this week, right now, we don't have a new playlist update, but as of this Thursday, the 18th, that's when all these changes will first start. Then we'll end up seeing Battle Royales, solos, duos, and trios, Blood Money trios, Armored Royale quads, Rebirth Resurgence quads, and then the big ticket item of Operation Flashback available in quads. Now, Operation Flashback, again, is that first of 3 different sort of events coming up within Warzone. We have that starting as of this week. Then on the 24th, we'll end up being able to uncover intel on Caldera through the Secrets of the Pacific event that happens at that point next week. And then after that, starting on November 30th, that's when the Last Hours of Verdansk starts and the playlist then kick off, starting that transition from Verdansk into Caldera. We'll talk more about that as we get closer to it, but for right now, focusing on this week ahead, Operation Flashback is going to be something that kind of takes you through the last year and a half of Warzone and what we've seen in Verdansk, both modern day and also the 84 version of it, and allows you to relive some of those favorite moments you may have had throughout each match here. Now, this is something that is going to be a limited time mode, but it isn't going to be available for just 1 or 2 days. It's going to last for the entire week, so you'll have ample amount of time here to do this. It's not something that if you're at work, you're in school, whatever the case may be, you're going to miss it if you're not playing at one specific time, but it's something that states that it'll feature plenty of surprises that cover Verdansk's action-packed history. So when you consider some of the events we've seen in the past, the Haunting events, the 80s Action Heroes events, the Hunt for Adler, the Skyfall events, all that kind of stuff that ranged from when Warzone was introduced to where we are now, you'll have the opportunity to see some of these items and events happen in-game, where each circle starts with a new event. So a really cool blast from the past type of deal, reliving a little bit of everything. There apparently is going to be an expanded buy station, some things that you can buy additional to what you've already seen in Warzone so far, so it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out, and I'm very curious to see if there will be any Easter eggs uncovered. Apparently, you're going to be able to get back into the regular bunkers again with the introduction of those key cards that will happen, so I'm all for that. I'm very excited to jump in here to what this may mean, but that is the week up ahead here with this in terms of that event. Additionally, Raven mentioned that they're going to be having some fixes here on deck with the loot inconsistency in Verdansk, the overabundance of contract spawns, and also then in various locations where there are none at all, and buy station icons not appearing on the tactical map. So that stuff's been a real big issue since the introduction of the most recent update on November 4th, so nice to see that fixed out as well. But that is the update at hand and what you can expect to see on the Warzone side of things as well. So a big week ahead here for Call of Duty in both Vanguard and Warzone. I'm very much so looking forward to it, so hopefully you guys are as well. But that's where we're going to wrap it up. I wanted to keep you guys in the loop with everything you need to know in regards to what's upcoming this week. But before we go, I want to let you guys know about my friends over at Gamer Advantage. For those of you guys that have been around the channel, you know that I love these guys. For those that are new, they're probably the partner that helps me out the most in my day-to-day. If you're either at your desk working on a computer, gaming, or glued to your phone, like I am at some points because just downright addicted, if you're doing any of that for a prolonged period of time each day, that stuff can start to take a toll on your eyes and play around with things like your sleeping quality and patterns, and you may not be even realizing it. That's where Gamer Advantage comes into play. I've used blue light glasses for years thinking to myself, oh man, this $15 pair from Amazon works just fine. But let me tell you, when you want to invest in something like your eye health, just fine isn't what you should be striving for. Gamer Advantage is head and shoulders above any other brand on the market claiming to offer similar results. They're the most comfortable, lightweight, and durable frames on the market and can be prescription ready, cut specifically for you, and your insurance can help cover that. But best of all to me, there's zero visual distortion in their lenses, no yellow hue or ugly visuals. Not even kidding, I sometimes even forget that I have mine on, especially when I'm wearing the Horizon frames that you saw in the intro of this video. I've been using their stuff since the start of the year and I have not once had any second thoughts. So if you're interested in investing in your eye health and want the best on the market, I promise you'll be happy with these. If If you're interested, check out the link in the description below. And if you want to pick anything up, consider using code Espresso. It'll net you a nice little discount because who doesn't love saving money? But that said, that's where we're going to wrap it up. So if you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to stay updated with all things Vanguard and Warzone. We got a lot of stuff coming up here in the next couple of weeks again. So I'm excited for it. Hopefully you guys are as well. Stick around here on the channel if you guys are new. And of course, if you want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to chat with me outside of YouTube. So if you'd like to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever the case, links are in the description below. But that said, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.